I stay myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty so they treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Bengals are #1 in pass TDs, and they go up against a Lions defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down. But
they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Yards to gain here on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on third down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They go again with Muhammad. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Newton to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Out of the gun, Newton. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
7 yards there on the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a first down.
Here we go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. The shotgun snap for Newton. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They fake the give. Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Here's Muhammad. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long, it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And he will take it on in. in for a Bengals touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Lions. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Bishop. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that